Very good morning to all students. I hope you are doing well. So students, in our last session we started this poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, and half of the explanation also we have seen. I have explained it to you, the first two stanzas. Today we'll see the other two stanzas and we'll also see the summary of the poem. Okay, so students, this poem, The Duck and the Kangaroo, composed by Edward Lear. Okay, he is Edward Lear. So it was composed by him. It is not a real poem. It is a very humorous poem. Okay, you will enjoy it when you will read it, student. You must have enjoyed the poem in the last session. Okay, and it is a very humorous poem, but it is not a real one. It is not a realistic one. It is a fictional one. Okay, but still it is giving you a lesson here. Okay, it's teaching you something, right? So let's see the next two stanzas in this poem, student. I'll take from the beginning, just the overview of the first two stanzas. We have seen in this that said the duck to the kangaroo, good gracious how you hop. Okay, said the duck to the kangaroo. In the last session I have told you, I have explained it to you that the story is, this poem actually is a conversation. Okay, it is actually a conversation between two friends, the duck and the kangaroo. Now here the duck, which is a water bird, which is a water creature. Okay, so the duck lives in pond, lives in water. Okay, and the another one, kangaroo, he is a land animal. So this duck was actually so attracted, he was so fascinated to see that kangaroo's life, that it can easily go anywhere, it can hop and go anywhere, and it can go around the world, it can visit the world. But on the other hand, that duck was only just staying in the water, and he was there in that water only, in that pond only, and he was having a very boring life, he was having a very monotonous life, and somewhere he wanted to come out from that monotonous life, and he wanted to do something different from his regular life, right? For that he requested to his friend. Okay, who was his friend? Kangaroo. So for that he requested to kangaroo, and he asked kangaroo to take the duck on for the ride of the world on his back. Okay, so that's conversation we are seeing in this poem, student, that he would be requesting to him, and then he agreed. Initially he agreed also, but then he had some question in his mind. Okay, he had a problem, and then he presented that problem, and the solution which was presented, which was given by duck also to the kangaroo, we'll also see that. So let's begin. So first in this stanza we have seen that said the duck to the kangaroo. The duck went to his friend kangaroo, and he requested his friend kangaroo that good gracious how you hop. So good gracious, basically here, students, an expression which is showing the expression which shows the happiness, the joy, the sorrow, the surprise. So for that we can use this expression. So he said that good gracious, oh my god, it is so good, it is so nice to see you the way you hop. Okay, hop meaning is the way you jump. Second, in the second two line it is written that over the fields and the water too, as if you never would stop. And what he said that over the fields, on the lands, on the surfaces, as well as on the water, okay, you can easily walk, you can easily hop. And the way you hop, it seems that you would never stop. Okay, it seems that you will never stop, and this is the thing which is a very attractive thing for that duck, and he also wants to do that. Second, it is written, my life is a bore in this nasty pond, and long to go out in the world beyond. And what he said, these were the words of that duck, student, and the duck said that my life is so boring in this nasty pond. Nasty pond, you can take it here, dirty, or you can take it as here unpleasant. Okay, so he said that my life is so bored, I am very unhappy here in this nasty pond, in this unpleasant pond, because all the time I am just in this pond only, and I am so bored in this now. And he said that, and I long to go out in the world beyond. And what he said that, I am desiring, I am longing, long meaning is desire, I want to Okay, so he wanted to come out from that pond and he wanted to go out and visit the world. He wanted to come out from that pond and to see the world. Okay, to visit the world beyond that pond. There is a life beyond that pond also, which he had not seen before, and now he was so bored with that monotonous life and he wanted to come out from that pond and he wanted to visit the whole world, as he was seeing that my friend kangaroo is free to always visit, right? So he also wanted to visit the same thing. He also wanted to have that feeling. Now see in the next stanza, student, what is there? Okay, so in this it is written, it is written that please give me a ride on your back, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now as I've told you that he went to his friend and he requested, so here he is requesting to his friend that please give me a ride on your back, and these were the words of duck to kangaroo, and he said that I would sit quite still and say nothing but quack. And he also said that on your back I will sit quietly and I will not say anything. Okay, I will not trouble you at all. I will not say anything. I will sit very quietly. I will just make a quack sound. Okay, which is a sound produced by the duck. Okay, so he said that I won't say anything, I will not trouble you, I would just say quack. Second, next it is written here, the whole of the long day through and we would go to the D and the jelly bowl lee. These two places are the imaginary places, student, D and the jelly bowl lee. So what he said that all of the day, the whole day we would be visiting the places like D and the jelly bowl lee. These are the two actually imaginary places, okay, fictional places here, and which is denoting to the land places, all the land surfaces, and it is denoting to the all the water bodies. Okay, so he said that we would be visiting D and the jelly bowl lee, and then he said that over the land and over the sea. Now you can see the meaning, over the land and over the sea. That means the whole day we'll be visiting the world, we'll be moving around the world, and we'll be visiting the different places. And as an imaginary place they have given here as D and jelly bowl lee, the land and the sea places. Next he said that please take me a ride, oh do, said the duck to the kangaroo. Now what he said that please take me a ride, oh do, oh my dear friend, please take me for a ride of this world, so that I will also see something else beyond this pond. What is there in this world I will also be able to see. So please take me for a ride of this world on your back. So he requested. Okay, now in the third one stanza which I am taking here, student, let's see here. Okay, see D, a place, the water bodies, and this is the land area, jelly. Next one. Okay, so what is there in this next one stanza, student? He said that said the kangaroo to the duck, this requires some little reflection. Reflection meaning is to think about. Okay, perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck. Now what he said that he said the duck to the said the kangaroo to the duck. So the first two stanzas we have seen that the duck was actually requesting to kangaroo. Now we are seeing a reply from the kangaroo side to duck, and what he said that this requires a little reflection. Okay, as he was his friend, he cannot say no to him. Okay, so what he said that please give me some time to think. Okay, this thing requires to think. Okay, I need to think over it. And then he said that perhaps on the whole it might bring me luck, and it might be very good for me if I take you. It might be it might bring luck for me, it might be fortunate for me to take you for the ride of this world. Next he said that and there seems but one objection. Now as I've told you, initially he agreed, but then there were some questions in his mind, and he said now he's presenting those questions, and what he said, and there seems but one objection. Okay, now he had one question, he had one objection in his mind, and what was that objection? He said that and there seems one objection. One second. Okay, so now here he was saying, and there seems an objection, which is if you allow me to speak so boldly. So what he said, that I have an objection, and if you allow me to speak boldly, if you allow me to speak openly, okay, boldly meaning is openly. So he asked that I have a question, and if you allow me, I'll say that, okay. And what he said, your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. And what he said, that your feet are unpleasantly wet and cold. Okay, as the duck lives in pond, okay, it lives in water, so this is very normal that its feet would be wet and cold. So this was the question, this was one objection which he had, and he presented to his friend that I have an objection, and the objection is that as you live in pond, as you live in water, your feet would be wet and cold. Okay, now what he said, that and would probably give me the rheumatism, said the kangaroo to the duck. Okay, and what he said, that would probably give me rheumatism. What is rheumatism, students? Here it is actually spelled wrongly. Okay, it is rheumatism. Rheumatism is it's a disease actually, okay, which causes the pain in your joints, in your tissues, inflammation. Okay, so that is a disease, rheumatism. I'll write here, this is incorrectly spelled here. This is rheumatism, as it is a poetic, it's a poem, so that's why it is written in that way. Okay, rheumatism, this is this thing only. So it's actually pain in your joints, inflammation, and in tissues. Okay, in tissues and inflammation. So that is what a disease. And what he said, that as your feet are wet and cold, and if you sit on my back, I may get this disease. Okay, I may get this rheumatism, I may get rheumatism, which would be unfair to me if I take you for the ride of this world. Okay, now let's see the next. As I've told you that the duck will also give him solution for that. So what solution he has given to the kangaroo's problem, let's see here in this next one point, student. I'll show you, just one second. Okay, 2 points are here. Reflection meaning is thinking, and rheumatism meaning is disease. Okay, pain in your joints. Next point here, students. Okay, so here it is written, said the duck, as I sit on the rocks, I have thought over that completely. Now the duck was saying something to kangaroo, and he said that as I was sitting on the rocks, while I was sitting on the rocks, what you said to me, I thought over it, and I thought something about it, and now I came up to you with a solution. And what solution he had presented, let's see. He said, I bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. Worsted socks meaning is woolen socks. Okay, so what he said, that I have bought 4 pairs of worsted socks. That means I have purchased, I have now 4 pairs of woolen socks, and I would be wearing woolen socks while sitting on your back, and which fit my webbed feet neatly, and which are properly fit to my webbed feet. Webbed feet meaning is the shape of that duck's feet. Okay, the shape of that duck's feet. So in his webbed feet, those woolen socks are completely fit. It is clearly fit to his feet. Second, he said, and to keep out the cold, I have bought a cloak. Cloak meaning is actually a coat. You can write here, student, or shrug. Okay, or shrug. So what he said, that and also I have bought a cloak also. Cloak is a kind of coat, okay, a long coat or a shrug, okay, a long coat. And next he said that, and every day a cigar I'll smoke. And he said that every day I will smoke a cigar, so that my body would be warmed because of that. Okay, so what he said, that every day a cigar I'll smoke. Next he said that all to follow my own dear true love of a kangaroo. Now what he said that this is all I'm doing for you as you're my dear friend, and so the thing will not trouble you to take me for the ride of the world. I will do all of these things, I will take these measures, so I will not trouble you. Okay, so what three things he said? That first thing he said that I am having 4 pairs of worsted socks, that means I would be wearing woolen socks. Second, that I will wear one cloak meaning is I will wear one overcoat, a long coat. Okay. Third, he said that I will smoke a cigar to keep you warm, to keep warm myself and to keep you warm as well. Okay. Then last stanza, student, once again, last stanza we have here. Okay. Said the kangaroo, as he has given the solution to the problem of the kangaroo. Okay, the kangaroo was saying something here. Now see what he said. He said the kangaroo, I am ready, all in the moonlight pale. Okay, so now as he was he agreed in the in the first time only, but then he had a query, he had one objection in his mind, and now as he was having the solution for that objection also, for that question also, so he wouldn't deny to that. So what he said that, said the kangaroo, I am ready. Now kangaroo said that I am ready, I will take you for the ride of this world. Okay, and all in the moonlight pale. And in the evening time, moonlight pale meaning is when it was in the moonlight pale, as when it was in the evening time, we'll go. Okay, we'll go for the visit of this world. And but to balance me well, dear duck, sit steady. Now what he said that, but to balance me well. Now here these were the words of kangaroo to duck, and he said that to so that I'll manage the balance. Okay, I'll balance you on my back. For that you have to sit steady on my back. That means you have to sit firmly. Okay, you have to sit firmly on my back. That means to manage my balance, please sit quietly, please sit firmly on my back and don't move. Next he said that, and quite at the end of my tail, and sit at the end of my tail. Quite, it is written here, quite at the end of my tail, which means at the tip of my tail. Okay, at the end of my tail, exact at the tip of my tail. I'll show you. One second. Like here at the end of its tail. Okay, now here see the next one line here, student. Next it is written here, so away they went with a hop and a bound, and they hopped the world 3 times round. And what happened, student? As he agreed to take the duck for the ride of the world on his tail, on his back. Okay, so away they went with a hop and bound, and then they started their journey to visit the world with the hop and bound, with the jump and leap and movements. Okay, and they hopped the world 3 times round, and then they visited the world 3 times. Okay, then they visited the world, not even 1, not even 2, even for 3 times they visited the world, for 3 times they toured the world. Okay, and who so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo. Now Edward Lear is asking from all of us that who would be so happy here. Okay, who would be so happy, oh who, as the duck and the kangaroo. Okay, who would be so happy here, the duck or the kangaroo? Because duck wished for something and now his wish fulfilled, not even once, even for 3 times. Okay, he visited, he toured the world for 3 times, so he would be so happy, and so the kangaroo. Okay, so we have seen this poem, student, here. Okay, so we have seen this poem here. The poem's explanation is completed. I hope you understand. Now we'll see the summary of this, what was there in that poem actually in short, student. The poem was about 2 friends, okay, the duck and the kangaroo. and it was actually a conversation, a general conversation between two friends, okay, where a friend was requesting to the another friend to to fulfill his desire to take him for the ride of the world, okay, and the another friend, the kangaroo, he said yes, so he agreed, okay, so he consented on that. Then he had some questions, he had some problem in his mind while taking that duck for the ride of the world, so he presented that thing. And then the thing that he presented, the duck had given 3 solutions for that problem, okay. What solution had he given? He had given that I'll be wearing woolen socks, I'll be wearing overcoat, and I will also smoke a cigar, okay, so it would not be troubling you in any way. And so he agreed, the friend agreed, kangaroo. So he took that duck for the ride of the world for 3 times, and that's how they have shown the strong bond of their friendship here, okay. They have shown us a very strong bond of their friendship here. So this was the summary of the poem, student, that we have seen in this poem composed by Edward Lear, The Duck and the Kangaroo. Now student, what would be the idea here to compose this poem? Why did he compose this? What would be the idea or theme behind the poem? So here we can take as 2 points, student. The first, that we have seen very clearly, okay, a very strong, a very good bond of 2 friends here, the duck and the kangaroo. They were very good friend of each other and they helped each other, okay. They were there only for each other and they helped each other, and they have we have seen a very good bond between them. Second point, we have seen here that the duck, why did he wanted to come out from that pond, okay, why did he wanted to come out from that? The reason was that he was having a very monotonous life, he was having a very boring life, okay. He was always there in that pond, in that water, and he was so bored in that water as he wanted to come out, okay. Also at the same time he was very fascinated, he was so attracted towards the life of that kangaroo, the way he hopped, the way he he could go everywhere on the land and on the water, so he was also attracted towards that, okay, and he wanted to do that as he was so bored with his life. That's why he requested his friend to come out. So what we can understand here, that we also get bored with something, student, when you're doing a regular work every day, so you also get bored with that, okay. So the thing that how you can energize yourself, or how you can make yourself always enthusiastic towards your work, is to adopt everyday new skills. Not every day, whenever you get bored with your thing, whenever you get bored with your work, okay, so try something to do something new. Try to add some other colors, try to add something else, some new skills. It will also develop your things, it will also develop your skills, and when you'll back towards your work, you will be so energetic, you will be so enthusiastic towards your work. So that's what we have learned from this poem, student, The Duck and the Kangaroo, the strong bond of friendship. And second, when you are so bored, when you're having a very bored life or monotonous life, try to adopt a new skill, try to add something new to your graph, okay. So that would be definitely help you to be energetic, or to be very happy, to be very delightful towards your work, okay. So now students, in the next session we'll see some another topic. All of you please read this poem, understand this poem, and I shall meet you in the next session. Have a good day to all. Thank you so much, students. Thank you.